everyone, Lexi here and welcome to Train Insane, a video series that will teach you how to fly FPV and how to exceed your peers in doing so. So if you are not familiar with anything that's on your screen right now, be sure to pause it so you will get all of the information about how to get this track and stuff like this. Also, thank you very much to the sponsors of this video, FPV24, Torval and Tattoo, as well as the smallest sponsors that you can see on your screen right now. And last but not least, thanks very much Boner FPV for creating this track so we can train on it. Also, I will have a small surprise for you in the upcoming weeks, so be sure that you are subscribed to this channel so you will not miss out on any of that, because who knows, maybe it's a giveaway, maybe it's something else, you will have to see.
That means you'll also have to watch the entire video, sorry for that.
And today we're gonna be talking about ladders. Ladder is one of the obstacles that may be used for racing, but also for freestyle and cinematic, depending on what you want to do with your FPV drone. And ladders is one of those things that if you know the movement precisely well, you know how your drone reacts to certain things, you can make it the smoothest and best looking shot ever, or the smoothest and fastest lap of your life if you go through this as a racing pilot. So without further ado, let's go. So before we start, let me just show you how the level looks like. We're gonna go down, up, and basically just going through the 3 gates and then continuing to another one to do it left and right. This is how ladder looks like. Usually it's just 3, but it can go much higher, which, by the way, would you like to have like a let's call it a challenge in which we actually do a ladder but like 20 stories? Doesn't it? Let me know in the comments. Actually, maybe we can do like a giveaway with this challenge. That would be actually pretty fun. So let's get to explaining how we're actually supposed to be doing that. So let me start with everyone's ultimate favorite, the timings. So if you are a beginner pilot, your flight may look more or less like on the picture here. You may be just going through the gates and then turning around and then through the gate and then turning around and then through the gate again. And I know that this one is a little bit more complicated, it's hard to remember, but with time, you will remember where to go, if it's up or down, if it's left or right, and it just comes with time. So don't be discouraged if your first flight takes a long time to complete and you get confused. It comes with time, okay? So as the beginner pilot, again, remember that you don't have to hit those Velocidrone logos in here. If you are farther away from them, they will still catch you, and this is absolutely fine. So no worries there. And also I tried, like with Boner FPV, we probably make a lot of tracks that people hate us for, but this one is a little bit less mean, just a little bit, not much. So this is how it may look like when you are a beginner pilot. You're just gonna be going through things over and over again. It's gonna take some time, and this means it's a long track. I'm kind of getting out of things to talk about, but we're changing. So if you're an intermediate pilot, this may change a little bit, and you may be going much faster, obviously, but the movement that you are creating is a little bit more jerky. So as you can see here, I'm doing a lot of corrections, I'm moving a lot in my roll, I'm doing a lot of like hash movements, and it looks a little bit, you know, crazy in a way. It looks fast, yeah, but it's a little bit, you see, like rapid movement, going, rapid movement, and going again, and it's gonna be again a rapid movement. So you may actually just notice that this has a certain look to it, and I understand that it looks fast and good and everything, but it may also hit some trees. So we still have been mean with Boner, okay? Let's just say that. So yeah, it's basically how it's gonna look like. And again, I'm running out of ideas of what to say, but we are slowly getting to my favorite, because if you are an advanced pilot, your flight will look dramatically different from what we have shown you in all the other ones, which is absolutely great. So if you are an advanced pilot, you want to create a really smooth movement, and it doesn't have to be perfect. This is why we are training. This is a training track. It's really hard to make a perfect movement all the time. And if you are watching like a lot of racing pilots that are doing it perfectly. Trust me, this is not their first rodeo. They probably are showing you their 100th lipo of the day, so then the movement is pretty much better. So don't worry about it, absolutely fine. So in the more advanced movement, you will see that this movement itself is much smoother. It looks slower, but it is way less jerky, and it goes through all of the things just around one movement. There's not much of overcorrecting, not much of things going on, and it does look slower. I've used less throttle, less pitch, but as you could see on, where is it? Race leaderboard, it is at the end much faster, even though it doesn't look like so, okay? So let's go through how and what to train on certain levels. Yeah? Cool. So if you are around 1 minute 10 seconds, you are probably around the beginner level, which is absolutely okay. We're gonna get you to an absolute pro, okay? Fine. So if you are a beginner level, if you have this 1 minute 10 or something around that more, it's absolutely fine. I would like you to train the pre-positioning. And then by pre-positioning, what I mean is that once you go through this gate, don't go straight through it and then turn. Try to start turning while you are going through this gate. So let me show you this in slow motion. While I'm going through this track, while I'm going through the gate, I'm already turning while I am in the gate. I'm not going straight through and turn. I turn before I even get through the gate, because I know that I'm gonna be going in this little circle, little corkscrew anyway. So there is no point for me to go straight, left, stuff like this. I need to just make a little spiral, and it's gonna be much closer, much better looking, and much faster. So I would like you to kind of train the pre-positioning yourself and just try to see where you get with it. And yes, this may be a jerky movement at the beginning, because this is usually how it goes for the pilots. You're gonna start making those really rapid movements of, oh my God, oh yeah, I need to kind of correct this thing here. Oh my gosh, things going on. So don't forget to just be nice to yourself, and you can record your screen through Streamlabs OBS or OBS in general, or whatever you have in there to record your screen, and kind of see what you are doing with the stick overlay. And again, to turn on the stick overlay, all you need is to click M on your keyboard. And I would say that this is the best thing you can do as beginner, intermediate, or advanced pilot to be better, because while you are flying, you don't really see all of the stuff that you are doing with yourself, okay? Like you think like, oh, I could have done it better, but then in retrospect, when you watch the video, you see more details of what you have done properly or improperly. So try to pre-position yourself while you are going through the thing. Now, if you are below 1 minute 10, but still above 50 seconds, you are probably around the intermediate level. And again, record your screen and see what you are doing. If you do a lot of rapid movements that are really jerky, like you go, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, and you touch the walls on the stick input, this means that you are using a little bit too much input. It may be caused by the fact that you are using a little bit too much expo, and you think that your drone is not reacting as fast as possible, and this is absolutely okay. But you can get the expo a little bit down if you think that the drone is not reacting fast enough to your input, or that you think that it's a little bit sluggish. If you want to, there's my Velocidrone settings down below in the description box. It takes you to my blog, so you can get to this and check what my personal settings are. You can check if you would like this for yourself or not. It's absolutely fine if you don't like it. I'm flying on absolute zero expo. I like to have absolutely full control over my stuff. This being said, if you are below 50 seconds, you are probably doing already a really good job. And what I want you to train is just to stay as close to an obstacle as possible and make the movement as smooth as possible. This will come obviously with time, and while you get to know the track, it's gonna get better and better and better. And on this track, we are only training the ladder and a little bit of turning, because we need to get you from one place to another, but still it is something that is extremely important. So get the control over your roll and the most. So I want you to know that if you do this type of a movement, your drone will do an extremely something that you are aware of, like, you know, I do this, the drone does this, I do that, the drone does that, how close you get, how far you get. So it's mostly about how much do you know your personal drone. So as you can see here, if you get like really close, it's gonna be looking much smoother, much better. And the same thing goes to cinematic and freestyle pilots. Let me just show you how it's supposed to be looking like while I am not talking, of course, because we all know that I'm flying much better when I'm not talking. Yes. Okay, good. That's all that I had for you regarding the ladders. If you have any questions or feedback or whatever requests, leave them down below in the comments. I also like emoticons and general conversation, so please, let's make it happen to help me make algorithm happy. And if you want to support this series, please, please, please be subscribed, watch it, leave it a like, and share it with some of your friends who are either training or are starting to play with FPV and things like this. If you want to support it in other ways, we do have Patreon, which starts at €2 a month, and you get access to the Discord channel on which you can ask all the questions at the time. And if you need more detailed tutorials, I would highly suggest to you to check out the FPV Academy, which teaches you absolutely everything about FPV and has much better, much more detailed tutorials when it goes to some of the obstacles and flying. And this should be pretty nice. If you already know a lot of stuff about FPV, check out FPV Academy Advanced, which only has the parts about the general safety, training, how to train and what to train, and the tutorials that are much bigger than those on YouTube. And I'm leaving all of the links to this down below in the description box and in the pinned comment as well. So everything's there straight to you. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Stay awesome, fam. Bye!